So welcome to this reflection. Palm Sunday presents us with two pictures of Jesus. One where he is being hailed as the Messiah as he comes into Jerusalem on a donkey. And the other one, which is really an image of the suffering servant, which was foretold by Isaiah. But it's the second one of these I would like to talk about for a while. The account by Matthew begins with Judas trying to sell Jesus into the hands of the chief priests. A kind of trafficking, I suppose, if you were to use a word that we are well acquainted with ourselves now. And then the account moves between different reactions from different people in this story. We have Peter saying, "I would never disown you," to sometime later saying, "I swear I do not know the man." We move from the high priest who says, "He has blasphemed," to Pilate washing his hands and saying, "I am innocent of the blood of this man." We move from the taunting and the toying with Jesus by the soldiers as they kneel and say, "Hail, King of the Jews," to the taunting also of the two men who were crucified with him on either side. In Matthew's account, there is no good thief. And then we see the chief priests come along to say that this man was an impostor and a fraud. And then it is matched by the centurion and the soldiers who say, "In truth, this man is the Son of God." We know the story so well. And we could stay with the sadness and the absolute abandonment of Jesus at this time of his life. And there is a long tradition of us entering into his passion with him, of journeying with him, and of even sometimes feeling responsible in some sense for his death. But the gospel wants to move us forward, wants to move us into the wider significance of the self-emptying of Jesus in his death. We hear that the veil of the temple was torn in two, a symbol of how the old can no longer contain the fullness of God as it is revealed to us in Jesus. There are earthquakes, rocks split, the dead leave their graves. It seems as if the death of Jesus is a death in which the whole of creation is involved. For the French Jesuit Teilhard de Chardin, he says that Jesus is not only the representative of our humanity, but is also a representative of creation. In a sense, he is creation. So that when we see the crucified Lord, in a way we can see the whole creation groaning as it gives birth to a new reality, to a new awareness of itself and of its creator. The significance then is that not only our humanity, but the whole of creation is lifted up and offered to the Father. We have those very familiar words from the liturgy of Easter which say, "The joy of the resurrection renews the whole world." When we go into a hospital and see people thrown down in their sickness, diminished, thwarted by illness of a mental or a bodily kind, we come in touch with the cross. But the cross beckons us to go onwards, whether we are in despair, in sadness, in sickness, imprisoned or overcome with extreme fear. It invites us to both hold fast and let go at the same time, so that we may enter into communion with the God who is love. As Jesus says, I have come that you may have life and have it in abundance. It is springtime now. Look around you. Creation is laboring to give birth, and we share in the hope and bliss of this new creation. I wish you all a very happy Easter and much joy in your life.